everyone. Welcome back. I'm Daria, if you're new to my channel, and today's class is really just a celebration of summer. This is my very favorite time of the year, and so we'll be doing a sweaty strengthening flow today. In keeping with the monthly theme of balance here on my channel, this class is designed to help support you in your balancing postures. A lot of the asana balancing work that we do comes from a place of deep strength, whether that be core strength or back body strength, upper body strength, leg strength, a combination of everything. So today's class is working on finding that strength. If you do have a couple of yoga blocks, go ahead and grab them for this class. If not, no problem. You can do everything that we're doing without props. And whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and get into it. We'll get started today from tabletop. So find your way up to hands and knees and try to spread your fingers really wide away from the center of your palms as you stack your shoulders over your wrists. Let's take a few circles over the wrists. So just gently opening everything up, claw down into all 10 finger pads, and then go the other way, reverse the circles. Start to connect with your breath. Take a full inhalation through your nose as you continue circling. And just take a big sigh out of your mouth. As you sigh, try to drop whatever's happened in your day so far and allow yourself to fully arrive here to this practice, to this celebration of summer. Come back to a neutral tabletop. Tuck all 10 toes behind you, press into your palms, and then hover your knees about an inch away from the mat. Now really drive down into your hands as though you're trying to actively press the earth away from you so that you create a dome between your shoulder blades. The shoulder blades are drawing away from each other. Stay here or press more firmly into your left toes. Begin to pick up your right toes and glide your leg all the way back behind you in line with your torso. We'll stay here hovering for 3, for 2, strong breath. For 1, and then release your right toes down to the mat, but keep the knees lifted. Press more into right foot, float your left toes, and then stretch your leg long and back behind you. Hold strong, squeeze your core, feel all the fires building in your body. 3, 2, 1. Release the left toes back down to the mat. Keep your knees floating. We'll take a couple of hip dips. So shift the hips over to the right, and then the left. Activate the low belly. Pull the belly button towards your spine and keep pressing into your palms as the hips shift side to side. And let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Even your sides. And then lift your hips all the way up and back to downward facing dog. Let this be a sweet transition. In down dog, continue connecting to and deepening your breath. Let the breath start to become a full body experience. So it's like you're pulling the air up from the earth through the lines of your spine all the way to the tailbone. And then when you breathe out like a waterfall effect, the breath rushes back down the spine and back into the earth. Try to feel the full cycle, the full inhalation, the little baby pause at the top where the inhale has completed but the exhale has not yet begun. And then feel the release on your exhale, the cleansing and clearing effect with every breath out. And at the bottom of the exhale, again, there's just a little pause before the next inhalation starts. And start to wrap your biceps more forward and your triceps back to really activate the arms, and then press the earth away from you. Down and forward through the hands, down and back through the feet. Claw with fingertips and with toes. Look forward to your thumbs, come up high onto your tiptoes, and then walk yourself forward to a fold. We'll take a couple breaths in, ragdoll, toes right behind your wrists. Soften forward. Try to relax your whole spine. Crown of the head falls toward the mat. Allow yourself to take any organic movement here. Sometimes it feels good to sway through the spine. Maybe bend one knee and then the other. You can even take a little twist by reaching for an ankle and stretching the same arm to the sky. Reground your palms to the mat wherever you were and draw your feet together to touch. Keep a micro bend in your knees and take your hands to your hip creases. As you inhale, elongate your spine. Then as you exhale, press straight down into your heels. Try to keep a flat back. We'll rise up halfway like a halfway lift. Draw your shoulder blades together. Stretch your elbows back and keep pulling your heart forward. Let's take a breath here. Now on your exhale, again, press down into your heels with a flat back, rise all the way up to a stand. Soften your palms down beside you, Tadasana. Feel the feet pressing down into the earth. And then from the earth, feel a rush of energy up the lines of your legs, firming the thighs. Pull in through your waistlines to lift your heart. Keep the shoulders soft, drawing down your back. We'll begin with a few rounds of Sun A to build some heat in the body. As you breathe in, stretch your fingertips wide and then all the way up overhead. Lift your gaze to your thumbs. Take a little baby back bend. As you exhale, big dive down, forward fold. Keep the core active and the spine long. Inhale, halfway lift. Shift more weight into your toes. Pull up your kneecaps. Exhale, plant your palms. Step or float back to plank. Breathe in, shift forward. Slow lower, chaturanga for 3. For 2, elbows hug the ribs. For 1, untuck your toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Open the front body, stretch your heart forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the hips up and back. Just one breath here between rounds. In through the nose. Out through the nose. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat, finding a fold. Inhale, halfway lift, elongate, stretch it out. And exhale, bow, chest to thighs. Inhale, arms circle wide, reach your fingertips all the way up overhead. And exhale, palms to prayer, heart center. Again, big inhale, reach for the sky like you're trying to swallow it with your arms. And exhale, forward fold, dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Lift the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale, palms plant, step or float. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, squeeze belly button to spine to initiate the lift of the hips up and back to your down dog. One breath, inhale. Press your exhale into the earth. Inhale, look forward, lift high to the balls of the feet. Bend your knees deeply at the bottom of the breath. Soft hop forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, bow down. Inhale, root the feet, rise to stand, arms overhead. Exhale, palms to prayer, heart center. Breathe in, reach up, lengthen the waistlines, gaze to the thumbs. Exhale, forward fold, dive down. Breathe in, halfway lift, iron it out. Exhale, step or float back, chaturanga. If you're stepping back, try to lower slow for a count of 3. Inhale, upward facing dog, press the toenails down. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips high. In through the nose. Out through the nose, lengthen your spine, lift the tip of your tailbone higher to the sky. Breathe in, look forward, lift your heels. Bend your knees, big exhale, float, forward fold, top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold down. Inhale, rise to stand, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, palms to prayer, heart center. We'll go 2 more rounds through Sun A. And for these last 2 rounds, if you'd like to play with adding a crow transition back to chaturanga or maybe a handstand, this is the chance to do so. Inhale, Look up, gaze up, reach up. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, stretch it out. Exhale, palms plant. Take a second to play. Maybe lift the feet, find crow. Maybe you're playing in handstand. And we'll meet back in downward facing dog when you're ready. Once you arrive in your down dog, take one full deep inhale through your nose and an exhale through your nose. Start to feel the heat circulating in your body. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your space, step or float. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise to stand, gaze to the sky. Exhale, palms to prayer at your heart center. Last round. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, big forward fold, dive down, lead with your heart. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, a little bit of playtime. And try to keep any pressure off of yourself. Let this be playful. Summer is such a playful time of the year. Find your way back to downward facing dog as you're ready. From downward facing dog, this round we'll take 2 breaths. Breathe in through your nose, fill all the way up. Breathe out, press your heels closer toward the mat. One more big inhale. And a deep, full exhale. Let all of that go. Inhale, look forward, lift your heels, bend your knees deeply, hop to the top, forward fold, feet together. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold down. This time, breathe in, sit low, reach your fingertips up, Utkatasana, chair pose. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Shift weight a little bit back into your heels so that your toes can stay light and bright. Then hug your belly button to your spine and see how much you can stretch your heart forward. Take another inhale, and on your exhale, fold in. Breathe in, lengthen your spine and stretch your right toes long and back behind you. As you exhale, bend the left knee deeply, softly step the right toes to the back of your mat. As you inhale, pull your feet together, rise up to stand, high crescent lunge. As you exhale, palms come down to heart center and bend your back knee, hover it away from the earth. Inhale, press into your feet, stretch the back leg towards straight, reach your arms up. Exhale, palms to prayer, right knee hovers. We have 3 more. Inhale, keep squeezing belly button to spine and pull your feet together. Exhale, lower to your lunge. Inhale, press both big toe mounds evenly to the earth. Exhale, sink. Last time, inhale. Exhale, soften. Inhale, back to high crescent lunge. This time, press straight down and forward through your left heel to press your left leg towards straight, and then soften back to your lunge. Press down, keep your spine lengthening, fingertips toward the sky, and sit the hips low. Try to keep your hips square by drawing the outer left hip a little bit back and the right hip forward. And exhale, sit. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in, press down. Exhale, back to your lunge. Beautiful. Take a breath in, find length. And exhale, warrior 2. Pivot on your feet, spin your back heel down and widen your arms. Inhale, stretch forward through the left fingertips. Exhale, extended side angle, but try to keep the left arm lifted. So squeeze the left side body, expand the right side body. Both arms are beside your ears, and it's like you have a block between your hands. We'll hold for about 5 rounds of breath. Feel your legs active. Feel your core active. See if you can lift your gaze to the sky. Last 2 rounds. Gaze down towards your left big toe. Stretch your left fingertips forward, lift your back heel, and then launch into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. The right leg floats toward the sky. Right hip is stacked over the left. Keep breathing. This is an opportunity to use blocks. You can take a block under the left fingertips for more support away from the mat. One more inhale. Twist your heart open toward the right side of your mat. Now, as you exhale, gaze down. Spin your right hip bone straight down toward the mat. So all 5 toenails point down. We're going to transition into warrior 3 with the arms out wide. Beautiful. Breathe in, reach your right toes back, stretch your heart forward. Breathe out, rise all the way up to stand, but don't put the right foot down. Pull it up towards your chest. One-legged Tadasana. Inhale here. Exhale, eagle. Thread the right leg over the left. Maybe hook your toes behind the left calf, and then right elbow under the left elbow. Sit low. Steady the focus. Steady the gaze. Big full breaths. If you lost the depth to the breath, see if you can bring it back now. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Let's take 10 pulses here. Sit low and low. Little micro movement. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Find your balance as you unwind. Stretch your right toes all the way forward to the top of the mat. And then softly, the right foot lands beside the left. Take your feet hips distance apart. Lift your gaze toward the sky. And exhale, fold forward. Breathe in. Lift into a halfway lift. Lift your toes away from the mat. Turn your feet out. And as you exhale, come down to a squat, Malasana. The block can slide under your sitting bones for more support if that feels good. Press your hands to your heart, elbows to the inner thighs. Now, take this pause in Malasana to really find your grounding again. Find your feet to the earth. You can close your eyes if that feels good. Allow the tailbone to act as an anchor, dragging you straight down. And the crown of the head is like a balloon, rising to the sky. One more breath. Fingertips to the mat. Lift your butt high. Turn your feet back to parallel. And then draw your heels together and the toes together. So we're finding the feet together again in a fold at the top of the mats. On your next inhalation, root your fingertips. Stretch your left toes long and back behind you. And as you exhale, softly step the left toes to the back of the mat. Breathe in, rise up, high crescent lunge. Breathe out, lower your back knee to hover away from the mat, palms to prayer. Inhale, press down, rise the fingertips. Exhale, sit low, both knees are deeply bent. 3 more, inhale. Exhale. You got it, slow and controlled. Inhale, press the big toes down. Exhale, sink. Last one here, inhale. Exhale. Breathe in, high crescent lunge. Now as you breathe out, drive down into the right foot. Press the leg towards straight. Back to your lunge. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze the legs together. And release, high crescent lunge. Drive down, right heel toward the mat. The left heel is still very lifted. And sit low again. 2 more. Press down, pull your feet together. And relax back to your lunge. 1 more time. Press straight down. And then rebend into the right knee. Big inhalation, create length. Exhale, warrior 2. Pivot to the long edge. Really find your feet. Back edge of the left foot is deeply rooted. Then gaze forward over your right fingertips. Breathe in, reach forward. Breathe out, extended side angle. Left arm goes all the way forward over your ear, and if you can, both arms stay floating. 5 breaths. How smooth can you make the breath? Even the inhales and the exhales. Try to stay steady, even in all of this effort. Last two. Good. Gaze down to the right foot. Root your right fingertips forward. Lift your back heel and then launch into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Left leg stretches toward the sky. Stack the hip. And try to really feel that your right big toe is digging down. Spiral your heart toward the left long edge of your mat. See if you can lift the leg that's elevated 1 inch higher. Inhale. Exhale. Begin to pivot your left hip bone straight down toward the mat. All 5 toenails point down. Then activate your core so you can lift your right fingertips away from the mat and stretch your arms wide. Breathe in, warrior 3. Breathe out, press down, rise up to stand, but don't put the left foot down. Pull it towards your chest. Fingertips float. One-legged Tadasana. Exhale, eagle. Left leg over, left arm under. It's okay if the foot doesn't wrap behind the calf. You can kickstand the left toes for a little more support. Find your focus, steady, steady gaze. Stretch your forearms away from your nose and then lift your elbows higher to the sky. Hug belly button to spine, 10 pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, like you're riding a tiny elevator. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Unwind. Stretch the left toes forward to the top of your mat. Softly step the left foot down. Take the feet hips distance apart. Breathe in, lengthen your spine. Breathe out, fold all the way forward. Take a few moments in ragdoll, swaying side to side maybe. Breathe in to find a halfway lift. And then breathe out, plant your palms, step back to plank. And we'll hold plank for a few rounds of breath. See how much you can press the earth away from you. Squeeze the whole front body to your back body. Check in with the low belly. Can you lift it? Charge your thighs. Good. Stay right here holding plank, or begin to stretch your right toes all the way back behind you, floating them away from the earth. Stay here, or you can play with stretching the left fingertips forward as well. We'll hold for 5, 4, wherever you are, press into the earth. 3, 2, 1. Release left hand and right toes. Back to plank. Stay with it. Begin to stretch the left toes back behind you. Press down, claw with the left fingertips maybe. Reach your right arm forward. It's okay if you have to calibrate for a moment. 5, 4, 3. Use your breath. 2, 1. Release. Right palm down, left foot down. Come to a seat back on your heels. Bring your palms to face up on your thighs. Take a big inhale. And a clearing sigh, let all of that go out of your mouth. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, release some heat, soften your shoulders. Blink your eyes open. Grab your blocks, set them up under your hands, and then shift back to a child's pose with the added shoulder stretch, hands on blocks. Knees wide, hips settle back, and the heart can soften toward the earth. Feel your heart beating. Feel all this warm energy, like sunshine, that's radiating through your full body. Hopefully you're feeling as warm and as activated as I am right now. Maybe a little bit sweaty. And so now here, surrender into a more restful space, a softer space, a little less fiery, a little calmer. Press into your palms, lift your hips a bit, and then drag the blocks back so you can bring your elbows down to the blocks. Bring your palms together. Send your shins straight back from your knees. And then bring the thumb side of your hands to the back of your head as you soften your heart down between the blocks. And blocks can be at any level here, so if you'd like a little more sensation, bring them up a setting or two. We'll be here for 5 more rounds of smooth, steady breath. And start to scan for anywhere that's holding, anywhere that's tense, that doesn't really need to be. Here, often I find my feet trying to engage, like my toes try to point. So wherever you find the tension in your body, send the breath there, big, full exhales. Press into the elbows, lift your head, walk your knees in a bit, and then release your blocks forward to the top of your mats. Come down to a seat and find your way to your back. As you come down, bring your knees to stack directly over your hips. We'll do one final bit of core activation. So here, press your belly button down so that we eliminate the curve in the low back. The low back is totally flat to the mat. Then, with the knees stacked right over the hips, press your hands to your thighs and press your thighs back into your hands. It might look like nothing, but you should really be feeling the core. We're going to be here for about 30 seconds. Keep breathing. If you need to close your eyes and really find your focus and your inner strength, you can do so. Press hands and thighs more firmly into each other. How much can you squeeze? Last 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So good. And then release everything out. Long Savasana. Let your body just melt down into the earth, like you're being absorbed into the space beneath your body. Feel all of the points of connection between your skin and the mat beneath you, and soften into all of those spaces simultaneously. Full body surrender, full body rest. Start to spread your awareness back through your body like it's warm sunshine, sending this beautiful glow and this sparkle through your full body. And then from this warmth, wake up your fingers and your toes. Take an inhale to stretch really long, toes forward, arms back. And exhale to lazily roll into fetal pose. Press down, come up to a seat. Keep your eyes closed if you're able. Feel your sitting bones anchor down. Feel your knees widen. And then right away, bring your palms to meet at heart center. Acknowledge all of the strength that lives inside of you and all of the efforts from your practice today that created this warmth inside of you. Remind yourself throughout your day to come back to this sense of playfulness, this sort of lightheartedness that the summer season can inspire. Take one more breath together. Inhale. Big sigh, exhale. Lift your thumbs to your third eye and bow forward. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing this short but sweaty and strengthening, fiery practice with me today. I hope you're feeling activated and ready for summer and for your day. If you're not already, you can go down below and subscribe to my channel. That really supports me. I hope you're doing well, and I will see you soon in the next class. Bye.